Here we are, in Season 2. Our lovely squad, loads of improvement from when we arrived at Carrow Road, just about a year ago. It was like a few months, but okay, let's just stick to the narrative. So, you may be wondering, surely Pookie and Zlatan, who's up to an 87 by the way, after his insane season, can they really hold it down? Surely you must be bringing in, surely you must have plans to bring in a new striker.
So go on, Wilfred Boney. Score some goals, you're a canary. We go wild, wild, wild.
So, as you can tell, we've signed Wilfred Boney, and we're in Season 2. You may be wondering the fee. He actually came for free, and you may think that is a bit of a fraudulent move, but you can't put a price on happiness. So, here you can see him in the Norwich kit, the new Norwich kit. I went through the effort to put the new ones, home and away, in. I'm kind of new to the whole kit making thing, so they're not like exact, but they're pretty close. Like, I think the only way you can notice the difference is if you stare at them for hours on end in Photoshop all night long, like myself. So it is beginning of Season 2, we have about 42 mil in the bank. So I really don't have plans that many signings. The players shortlisted here are players Norwich signed this year, but as you know, we're on a very different level than them in real life. They did have a lot of signings. We might go for Sorensen, maybe Dowell. It's just, for youth players, they could help out our squad length, our squad depth. They wouldn't really play that much though. So yeah, let's take a look at the Prem this year. So Stoke got promoted, so I'm gonna have a bit of a bony derby there. So Stoke, Fulham, and Leeds. So kind of similar as it would usually be, except it looks like Stoke got promoted instead of West Brom. So I was gonna try to terminate Madison's loan because it would expire at the end of the season, and then I would buy him back, but we would need to bring in a little money to do that. So I'm thinking of maybe selling a few like players that aren't really gonna play, then maybe scrape up the funds to do that. But if not, no big deal because I can't really see us doing another season anyway. So Bologna are interested in having a loan deal for Bastoni, and as much as I would love to get rid of him, out of this club we do kind of need him, and he does have a lot of potential. So sorry, Bologna. So Dremek's kind of as far as our reserve players go, he is that of higher value, and I really can't see him getting much first team action. And now that we have Boney, Ida can be a backup striker. We have other backup forwards, so I'm thinking he could be influential in the Madison deal. If we are to sell him, 5 mil might be able to push us over the line. So you never know. The longer we wait, the more he's going to develop, and the more expensive he's going to be. So if I am going to get this done, I would definitely get it done this transfer window. I just think waiting until January is a bit too risky. I didn't want to do this. But he's 30. And he's 77 rated. And we just got Boney, who's about 5 years younger, because we got his FIFA 15 card. And we could get up to 10 mil. And I hate to get rid of such a legend like Pookie for just money. But I feel like he could become one of those streets will never forget players if we do this. So I think, for the greater good of the footballing community, I don't want to. I just feel like I have to. I just accepted the offer. I'm not like going to negotiate it. I wouldn't mind. I mean, if he were to stay, that would be alright as well. George's been sold. It's another 4 mil to our transfer budget. We're going to win the Pookie one, then we'll go for Madison if that is to go through, if we are going to go for Madison. Pookie's been sold. I'm actually holding back tears. He was brilliant for us. Absolutely brilliant. Wilfred Boney has come in, so now we'll have more flexibility in the midfield. We'll not have to push Condrozi out. But thank you for your service, Timu. You'll forever be a legend at Carrow Road. I just got off the phone with Norwich City Football Club. A statue is being constructed as we speak. And honestly, like I said about Streets Never Forget players, sometimes it's great to have a player come in and for one season just influence so much and just bring so many people together instead of trying to drag it on for a second season. So best of luck in Germany, Timu. You will be missed, and you will have a special place in the hearts of every I'm not of every Norwich fan, every career mode fan for this, because like you don't have to be a Norwich fan to watch the career mode, and I'm waffling again. Okay, bye team move. Squad map me looking a little tight, and we don't have any money left, but we have signed Madison. It was a little over 50 mil in the end. They wanted to get 60, but I just didn't have it, so I started off like 49, then eventually made my way up to 52. So yeah, as you can see, absolutely nothing left. But I guess onto the season. We bought a little preseason. I was too excited to sign Boney to actually pay attention to it. So yeah, looks like we're playing Leeds um opening match of the season. Liverpool would be playing Leeds opening match of the season if it was like actual life. But yeah, Leeds. New road side, looking forward to it. Here we go on to the Leeds game, debuting our new home kit, and there's the away kit as well. Made it myself, not kind of like I said, might have said I'm kind of new to the whole kit making thing, but I think I did an alright job getting them. They were really nice, simple, classic kits just in general. Like I'm not a Norwich fan, but like if I was, I would probably be buzzing with these kits. Just really nice, simple look. So which means they were a little easier to put in, which was nice. So cheers to that, Norwich. I'm sure that's what they thought. They were like, oh yeah, let's have this current YouTuber with like 10 viewers. Let's make the kits easy to put in the game. I didn't put the mini kits in. I simply couldn't be bothered. Third kit isn't out yet, to my knowledge, and I actually love this third kit. So yeah, we're gonna be wearing the home ones. We're at Carrow Road. Yeah, let's go. Leeds.
Just like say this was one of the first time put like custom kits in career mode, so I had like Frosty Editor, this program used for modding open, had a cheat engine open, and I had all these backgrounds I had like all these background programs open, so it kind of looked like I was playing on a toaster for the beginning, and like I'm not trying to make excuses except for the fact that I am. So yeah, apologies for that. So you can see Leeds had a chance reasonably early on, 14th minute. Looks like Bamford bringing in, scored against Liverpool, and then just the header. As you can see, the gameplay was a bit slow, as I just said. But yeah, Leeds going on top, not ideal whatsoever. So then Aaron's playing it to Guendouzi, and like Bamford again, and he scores. So Madison lays it up to Zlatan. Wilfred Boney on his debut. Wilfred Boney to Zlatan, and Zlatan delivers. The Boney Zlatan linking up for the very first time. Will we see more of it? I sure hope so. So yeah, Madison pulling the strings once again. Boney lays it up to Zlatan as he just lovely finish. First goal opens his account. So then Buendia's down the wing. Buendia's on the run. 66th minute. But Casilla just getting a hand to it as he denies Buendia of the equalizer. On Zlatan getting away from Leeds defense. Zlatan's still with it. Zlatan, and then he finishes. Bottom left corner, 81st minute, and we equalize. What a game. So here we can see 88th minute. Madison bring it down the left hand side. Training looking for options. Wilfred Boney's running in. Wilfred Boney on his debut, and he only goes and scores the winner. 89th minute at Carrow Road. Norwich 3, Leeds United 2. So here we can see Madison just diverting the defense for Boney for the absolutely lovely finish. What a debut. And that will be it. Boney will get the debut winner.
There you go, another 3 goals, another 3 points. It's just the first half we were literally playing on a microwave, and I closed Frosty in the cheat engine, and then things just running much smoother. Zlatan and Boney really stepping up. I'm so far I'm liking this striking partnership. It's only been 1 game. So we got Fulham, Arsenal, and City, and then we got United, Palace, and Chelsea. So I'm probably gonna sim Fulham, Palace. So I'll play 4 more games. So we're gonna play every Big 6 team except Liverpool in this. So this episode's massive. It could set up our very well set up our season. So on to our first sim match of the season, and everything about this has changed. New kits, new players. Like players are performing very differently. No more Pookie, no more Duda to come off the bench and bang something for us. So it is really different, but it is a new chapter. We are gonna have to make adjustments for the Europa League, and yeah. So on to the first sim game. So we're away. We're at Craven Cottage. Do we see ourselves out? 3-0 win. Cantwell's injured. Very concerning. Madison did the hat trick. Way to go. But let's just hope this Cantwell thing isn't too concerning. So he's out for 2 months. So now usually I will put Madison on the wing, and then I would throw Duda in, but we really don't have attacking midfielders. I'm gonna have to look into getting a new transfer because this just isn't gonna work for us. So, following the whole Cantwell situation, we're waiting on a loan deal for Alexis McAllister from Brighton. Just a bit desperate. We had a little bit of money left, and I mean, we don't even need him for that long. We'll keep him as a backup, of course. But and it looks like he's in now. So wonderful. So meet the new Andres Duda, Paddy McAllister. So yeah, Cantwell injured, of course. Squad looking very, very thin. So I could even might want to look into getting some more loan deals, so I can kind of like just to get us to the end of the season. But you know what, he can actually play on the wing, so I might throw him there for now. You know what, we'll see. So we brought in Romario Barrow, from Fulham on another loan. He is a midfielder, but he can also play in the wing, so a nice versatile player. And that looks like it's gonna be the end of our transfer business this season. Reasonably okay squad depth, much better than I was expecting, really, and then Cantwell's out as well. So yeah, on to Arsenal.
So here, Arsenal getting the first chance of the game as Pepe, of all people, gets one in right for the 10th minute. Bit of a sloppy start, but we still have plenty of time. So then, in our attempt to pull him back, Guendouzi linking off to Madison, and Madison, a bit of a weird goal, but quite a good one in the end, as the Englishman gets his name on the score sheet. So here you can see he actually sets it up to Guendouzi, then he actually hits it. Might have been a little deflection off Luis, but either way, ends up the top right corner. Sling Cavani muscling his way by our defense. Pepe just a little flick as Cavani bangs in right for the 60th minute to get the Gunners back on top. So then this kind of happened. Pistone got sent off, and I was actually quite relieved once I saw him reach for the back pocket, because that means we don't have Pistone in our next game, which is actually a positive thing. So then that was about it, a 2-1 loss to Arsenal.
Bit of a disappointing loss to Arsenal, but we move. I'm playing a hybrid side in the Carabao Cup up against Portsmouth. When the young lads have a chance. Also, we have City in 3 days, which is slightly more important. So here we go, up against Portsmouth. Do we see ourselves out? I could care less if we do or not. And we do still, 3-1, as expected. I might focus on the FA Cup a little more, because I completely brushed that away last time, but it is... I realized I should maybe, take it a little more seriously. Wait, so, just hear me out before you say anything, right? Bastoni plays 89 minutes. We lose 2-1. Bastoni plays 0 minutes. We win 3-1. Coincidence? I think not. That's what I think. You might think something differently, but you know what? I'm just saying facts, and facts don't lie. So I'm just gonna I saw the Champions League draw just happened, a little window there. So let's see if that's the case with Europa. Let's see which group we got. Here we go, Europa League, and there's still no playoff round. But yeah. So it looks like we will be group stage. I don't know. That is confirmed now. Might have been up in the air. So we must just have the draw because we just had a bunch of matches rescheduled. Australia squad, which I care about deeply. Looks like Irving's good. Yeah, that's good. Where was that last time? That's when we play. So it looks like now we actually do have our Europa League group. There it is coming up on the window, but I want to look at it first. UEFA Europa League. Not sure why I said UEFA like that. Okay, so we could have an easier group. I do fancy ourselves still, but Braga and Basel should be a bit of a show. Just looking anything. Ooh, Villarreal and Everton, tasty. Sevilla, Galatasaray, and Genk. That could be interesting. Rangers getting a while. Okay. Ooh, Wolves and Sporting in the same group. They should both see themselves out, but Leo, Fenerbahce, and Copenhagen. That's mad. That's like 2 Champions League quality teams, and then Copenhagen. Like they almost beat United. They beat I'm not gonna try to pronounce it, but they beat Istanbul 3-0 in the quarters. Copenhagen are a good team. Okay, yeah, AC Milan back in Europe. So yeah, that's how the Europa League's looking, the European ticket. So yeah, on to the City game.
Just past the 15-minute mark as City just really exposed our defense, and then Aguero with the point-blank effort right into the bottom right corner absolutely buries it. So then we can see Wilfred Boney against his former club, and he delivers. The man of big occasions right before the second half, and we're level at the Etihad. So then Madison, looking in, pull strings again, and somehow gets away with a shot, and it ends up in the top right corner, 51st minute, and we lead in Manchester. So yeah, Madison just working the City defense, tearing him to bits. Quite a tight angle, bangs it in. So in the City, David Silva of all people, who we let score last time because I thought it was his last game at the club, but then of course he's a fraud and they equalize. Hashtag cancel David Silva. For some reason this was a penalty. So right, so Sterling hits it in. Sterling isn't involved in the play, and Guendouzi hits him. I mean, he didn't have the ball, so I guess I could see. I don't know, it just seems a bit soft to me. And then Gundogan skies it, thankfully, so not a huge deal in the grand scheme of things. So then, Wilfred Boney on the attack against his former club once again. Wilfred Boney, will he get a shot off? He will! Top right corner, 80th minute. We're in the lead. Wilfred Boney, the big game player, the man of the occasion, the signing of the summer. And yeah, that was it. We beat Man City 3-2 away from home.
So we got Palace in the league here. Then we got our European opener. Then we have United in the league, Southampton in the cup, and then Chelsea. So I'm going to sim the Palace game, play a slightly modified lineup because I'm really buzzing for a European opener. Then, of course, I'll put the full squad up against United. They would have, what, 2 days to rest. So, there's going to be a lot of rotation. Honestly, take out a few starters and we still win this game, I say. We're not gonna try for the Carabao Cup. We're gonna go for the FA Cup this year, just not the Carabao, and then they should be good for the Chelsea game. So quite an eventful end to the month. So looks like this is gonna be the squad. Put in Ida for Zlatan because he does get tired easily. Barrow for Buendia, Barrow and McAllister. Then we got Lewis. Then we got Zimmerman in for Bastoni, and then that should be good. So Palace on 15th, the win here gets us up to 6th because it's early days. Let's see. Does the Wilfred Boney party continue? It does. Zimmerman goes down with an injury. So the Boney party continues with two. So the Boney party continues with 2 goals as Zimmerman is injured. He isn't a starter, but he is a good backup, so that is a tad concerning. So we got a European opener. Threw in Heiss and Barrow. Because we do want to save players for United games. I'm still going to play Zlatan and Boney, of course. I just want to save some players for the United game because, difficulty-wise, in the grand scheme of things, that is more important. So we get to debut our away kits in Austria as we go up against Sturm Graz. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, European debut, away kit debut. It's a good day.
So here we are, Norwich City, playing the Europa League. Real life in the championship, but here, Europa League. We're away. We're in Austria. Think about all the moments, all the late goals, all the decisive 3 points in the league, all that hard work that got us here, and it's finally arrived. Our European opener. Couldn't be more excited. So here we go. In the beginning of our European opener, looks like McAllister has a really good chance, shoots it, but defender getting an actually really nice block early on, 11 minutes gone. Sturm Graz got a free kick, you can see, just lifting over the wall, and Pope with a phenomenal save in the end, and it's much more even than I was expecting as we approach the 20-minute mark. So Zlatan, he's in the box, looking for options, trying to muscle through, getting dispossessed, it finds McAllister for a second shot of the game, and he just hits it over the bar. Bit too much power, 26 minutes, still 0-0. So Wilfred Boney in the box, something you love to hear. To Guendouzi, the long shot, but brilliant save by Sturm Graz's keeper. 30 minutes, still no score. So then Guendouzi just cutting around the defense, slinging off to Romario, and Romario hits it in top right corner. And his first goal as a Canary will be in our first European game. 1-0, 52nd minute. Slide shortly after the deflection, the header, as Sturmgard equalized, which I was not expecting at all. That actually hit me hard. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be that close, and for them to equalize, not ideal whatsoever. So then you can see McAllister swing the corner, and shortly after Madison has come on, you can see the man there, Bastoni with it, laying it off to Buendia, and Buendia, he gets his shot away and nails it in the bottom right corner. 72nd minute, and things are starting to heat up. So Gondrosi pushing the ball up the pitch, and then we can see Buendia on the side. Looks like he has a few blue shirts. Alexa laid off to Ida. Ida laying off to Boney. 1-2. 3-1. McAllister lays it off to Boney, lays it off to Ida. Ida assisted him last time. What goes around comes around. Ida gets his name on the score sheet. I think we're getting the 3 points from the road today, lads. 83rd minute, 4-1. So you can see Madison playing with it, fending off the defenders. He lays it off to Wilfred Boney, charging down the wing. Wilfred Boney hits it off the keeper's hand and onto the top left. Nice finish, nice goal, 5-1. So yeah, that'll be it. We get the 3 points in our first Europa League group stage game, 5-1.
So, great start for life in Europe. Could have gone a little better at times, yes, but we proved that we can do it abroad. We can do it, but we proved we can do it on the European stage abroad as well. We were away, so really nice, grabbing loads of goals away in a new competition. So really buzzing for the future.
So we make our trip up to the northwest. It is raining down at Old Trafford. Just being too loose on the ball, and eventually it finds its way to Pogba. Marshall has loads of space, and I'm sorry, that's an absolutely brilliant goal. I mean, I know it's against us. I know I'm a Liverpool fan in real life, but you gotta recognize class. Look at that. Left foot. Is Pogba even a lefty? I could have sworn he's right-footed. 5th minute goal. We are trailing though, so as good as that goal was, we are behind, which isn't ideal. So then this happened. United conceding the pen. Zlatan steps up to take it. He will not convert against his former club. 66th minute. Here we can see Madison. He lays up to Zlatan. Zlatan has a few defenders on him, but we know he can push through. And he does. Bottom right corner, 82nd minute. He does score against his former club this time, as we are level at the Theater of Dreams. Yeah, we take the point. 1 point's better than no point.
So a bit frustrating, especially knowing if we didn't miss that pen, we I guess theoretically would have won, but it's okay. That's not Zlatan's fault. That's not even my fault. That's EA's fault. The entire corporation of EA Sports is at fault for me missing a pen because their system's so stupid and makes no sense, and because De Gea made a save. Like, why is this happening? But anyway, Southampton the Cup gonna modify the lineup a little bit, so gonna sim that, and then we're gonna play Chelsea, and then this is gonna be the end of the first episode of the second season. Modified squad, Cup against Southampton. How do we do? I really don't care about this Carabao Cup. Oh, so they went on pens. Well then Southampton, I guess. I could honestly care less about that. See, we had Klose, Zimmerman in defense, Heiss on the wing, McAllister in for Madison. So I noticed about Madison, sure he can play on the wing, and but I just like keeping him in the attack mid position because he controls so much in that position. He's really good at pulling the strings, and he covers like a lot of ground, which he wouldn't really be able to in the wing. I'm not discrediting him as a player. That's just the position. But yeah. So really game changer. You saw in the Europa League, we throw him on them 5 goals later, 3 points from our first European game. So yeah, gonna put the lineup back to normal, I guess. And yeah, then on to Chelsea in the league. So I just like you to keep in mind, we do have a game in hand, and we're playing our game in hand now against Chelsea. It looks. We both have 6. So we win this, we're up to 15 points. It looks like, yeah, we go back to 6th. So we're still in a really strong position in the league, even if we're planning on shifting our focus to Europe. We do have Braga, the best team in our group, after this 3 days. So we are going to have to do some substitutions, but yeah, here we go, Chelsea.
So here you can see Chelsea sending the ball in, Kovacic and then Pulisic getting another one of his terrible goals. Pulisic is kind of my least favorite player in the whole world, if for those of you that didn't know. Not sure if you would have known that, but yeah, he is. It's definitely not related to the game. Like, to be fair, I have disliked him beforehand. This isn't like another Bastoni, but yeah, a bit unfortunate as we go behind. And then Murata of all people, when Pulisic Murata score against me, like it just looking grim. Honestly, that's all I can say. So then, moving the ball around, getting some good movement inside the area. Zlatan in the 53rd minute. As you can see, Cal Road is bouncing again as the Swede pulls one back for us. Always steps up when we need him to. So yeah, just some nice movement right edge of the D like I just said. And then yeah, left peg, banging it bottom right. No way Kepa's getting that, because he's Kepa. So then Wilfred Boney, on his brilliant form, he lays it off to James Madison. James Madison getting his way around. He lays it to Condrosi, who is onside for the equalizer, 62nd minute. Sure, it's a cheap goal. No worse than Pulisic's, as you can see. Just Madison wheeling his way about, and Condrosi waiting there for the finish as the Frenchman gets the equalizer for us. So yeah, we'll take another point against another big team. So things are looking good for us.
So quite a good game there. Very action-packed. There were a few chances, maybe like a few through balls it could have gone the other way, a few shots it could have been a little lower, but in the end, Pulisic didn't win, so we all win. So that will conclude. Wait, someone's injured. Who's injured? Okay, so Jamal Lewis out for 2 months. I was just about to say Cantwell's gonna be back soon. We do have Heiss. And you know what? No, I don't want to do Bastoni. It's 57 pace. So it looks like Heiss is left back for the next 2 months. So yeah, we got Braga up next. Cantwell's gonna be back up next episode. So we got a lot to look forward to. So yeah, see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed.